I'm going to introduce to you the wonderful Jon Yeo. Please come to the stage, Jon Yeo. Yay!
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
Let's ask, what TEDx stage would you most like to speak at? We're pleased to see that some of you are thinking big and international as well.
But I know the London organisation. She's one of the smartest people I've ever met. Very intelligent, discerning and professional. It's also one of the hardest for that reason.
Now what happens, Jon? What do we do next?
The easiest way to find an international TEDx is to go to ted.com/TEDx. It should give you a search box, and then you can basically put in a city or a country, and it'll list all the upcoming events in your local area or that particular area if it's international. The websites almost always have an application form. Yeah.
Now, does the application form mean that you need to put in a video as well, or not yet?
I make people do it.
What are you looking for in that video?
Clarity, energy, and dynamism. I can eliminate probably 99% of talk applications just from that form. And because I can see the clarity, which is leading to your second question, what is a big idea? Big ideas aren't, I've got an idea, or here's my 3-step process. I mean, on my application form, I have 100 words or less, but there's multiple ways to do it, and I go bullet point, and I write short bullet points. So if they're not short, I automatically discard it. If they're not bullet points, I automatically discard it, because they've either not been succinct or they're not going to follow instructions. And at our stage, our ability to guide people means they need to be coachable. If they're not coachable, they're not easy to work with. They're not easy to work with. I don't care whether TED stage or any other stage. If you're not easy to work with, don't even think about this industry. And suddenly we have this one idea that's going to totally transform the way we live and how we design cities. And so we need people to see the significance of what we're talking about, not just the content of what we're talking about.
Jon, it was a thrill having you today. I just want to summarise. First of all, let's look at TED and TEDx stages differently. Is it good for me? Is it right for me? What is it good for? Okay? It may not be the ones that aren't necessarily good for my brand, but they're good for my practice. They're good at getting clarity, etc. And which ones do you put out? What is an idea worth spreading? And how is that different to a corporate talk? And please never, ever again mix up a TED talk with a corporate talk. They are not the same. Thank you so much, Jon. Can I introduce you to the beautiful Karen Zerner? There are some people here who haven't worked with me yet, Karen. I want you to just give them an idea, because you know how you've worked with me, what you've learned, and how has it helped you to get to places quicker. Like, I was just using the example of TEDx. When I tell you, it's like you're done.
First of all, Jon is a legend. He's wonderful, and I just love listening to all of that. But you know, one thing that really stood out to me as I listened was that idea of clarity and that idea of, you know, being able to just so succinctly articulate your idea. And you know, and I know that's actually really hard to do. I would say that it doesn't matter whether you've been speaking for 5 years. If you change your topic, you have the same challenge, right? I honestly, I've done a lot of coaching programs of other mentoring, other things like that. And I think you are very well priced for the incredible value you get from it, because you're giving people videos up front, you're giving people templates, you're so generous with experts, plus you get access to your expertise.